be very careful of who gives you a drink because you never know if they put something in it. So if y'all don't know, demons and stuff can be put in bottles. To this day, probably one of the most, I guess you could say, craziest paranormal shit that happened. But the woman that was possessed, she ended up crawling towards me. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Yo, play this shit. Cause I seen this
The girl
video
still
on
doesn't see
TikTok.
the ghost. She shouts at something that's on television and accidentally startles the ghost away. The girl with the camera follows the ghost as it retreats. The ghost instantly teleports and now stares at them from the top of the steps. The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stop only for a second to turn up steps. The scared the ghost instantly teleports and now stares at them from the top of the steps.
Outside.
The scared girls run out of the house screaming. They stop only
Yo,
for
no
a second
cap,
to turn
bro.
around from the
I think that would probably be some of the scariest shit I would go, like in my own crib. I just see something levitating, looking from the top.
Bro, nah, yeah. That's, bro, like, your own crib is scary, bro. Like, God forbid, please, God, don't let me see no crazy shit in here. Like, your own crib, bro, what the fuck do you do, my nigga? Like, you don't got money to just fucking move, bro.
Nigga, I'm going to my grandmother, nigga. My grandmother know how to deal with shit like this. I'm going to her, I'm going to my godfather.
Where the fuck would I go? Nigga, I'm going to my mom.
Shit,
She's still in the house.
Shit, nigga. Yo, my friend he help. He live in Norwalk. Nah, he got some crazy shit. I'll send you the pictures right now.
W friend, friend.
I'm so serious, bro. My family, some of my family members know how to deal with this shit.
They gotta have some crazy ass videos.
Yo, bro, matter of fact, I told you a story about of it one time.
Yeah, I think I stories for days, bro.
I think I told you too, Marcia.
Yeah, you told me. Damn, it was on record, but it was like the way. Remember the old way that I used to record, like on the Xbox. I mean, on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I just fucking deleted it, bro. I didn't want to deal with that shit. Trying to find that.
I guess I'll make a long story short in a way.
Okay.
So basically, I was young. I was like 9, 8 years old, and then I was at my uncle's old, like his first house in Waterbury, and the grown-ups had went out to a club. They went out to a club, and if y'all don't know, so when y'all go out to a club, be very careful of who gives you a drink because you never know if they put something in it. So if y'all don't know, demons and stuff can be put in bottles. They can be put in bottles. I was taught this when I was like 14, 15. They can be put in bottles. I don't know how, but I seen how it's done in a way. I guess
you've seen it happen. You've seen it happen.
Yeah, I didn't see it happen, but
you've seen the outcome.
Yeah, the outcome. Thank you. And then my uncle, my grandmother, my godfather, my godbrother, my godsister, and my other uncle. They brought my godsister home. They had coming from the club, and then I hear a bunch of yelling downstairs because we were sharing a room at the time. So then I'm over here like, damn, what's going on downstairs? I'm hearing screaming. I'm hearing, yo, calm down. So then I go downstairs, and then the floor, the floor made like a little noise, and to this day, probably one of the most, I guess you could say, craziest paranormal shit that happened. But the woman that was possessed, she ended up crawling towards me, like on some I guess you could say like the Ring type shit. If you want, you could like put like a video, but it was crazy. It was she was on all fours crawling towards me, and they grabbed her just in time before she can grab me. But her eyes, when I tell y'all, her eyes were like the pupils were really little, like they were little, and then it was really red, like in the white part. It looked crazy. She looked crazy. She had slobber coming down her mouth. She looked crazy, and then her voice was different too. Her voice wasn't like on some like that, but it was like a woman. But it just ain't sound right. It ain't sound right. But they brought me upstairs, and they told me not to come out again. And now the woman isn't even in Connecticut no more. I don't even know where she is.
I've heard this story before, but that shit crazy.
I'll be scarred for life, bro.
For life, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I don't know how would be scarred for life.
Well, it's because they ended up telling me the real thing when I got older, and I kind of already knew.
Shit.
Yeah, they told me that she was just drunk and that she was just going through it. But then when I became like I said 14, 15, I ended up asking my grandmother about it, and she kept it real with me. She told me what's up. But that's just I guess you could say that's a really big lesson to just watch, what you drink or eat.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.